Hi, welcome back to On The Volley. I'm here again outside the Shamrock Irish pub, just round the corner from the Coliseum, and I tell you what, to get here today, oh man, it was just, they've got the cycling, Italian cycling competition where, they go around the whole of Italy. I don't know, I'm not into cycling. All I do know is I could not get an Uber to save my life because all the roads coming into the centre was closed. So what did I have to do? I had to take the metro. I haven't taken the metro for like about 100 years, man, yeah? So it was an experience, okay, right? I managed to, navigate my way around there and make sure I got onto the right platform. So I'm here now, okay? And when I got here, obviously, I heard there's about 70,000 odd people around the centre of Rome. It's absolutely packed, yeah? But I managed to find a table with a little bit of patience. Anyway, so the season is over. And we finished, okay, with a win and the double, okay? And let's be honest, I watched it at home because unfortunately the Shamrock, even though they did have it, it was full of customers from Manchester. So they showed the Manchester derby, okay, FA Cup final, and that's understandable. Anyway, we did what we had to do, but let's be honest, okay, it was hard work for us. And to be totally honest, I think it's the first time this season that I can say that the supporters of them lot down the road should be happy and proud of the performance of their team, yeah? I mean, I've got to keep it real. I've said in the past, okay, right, they should be embarrassed, okay, that was a shit performance, okay, the team has let them down, and all that kind of stuff, yeah? But, I mean, let's be honest, yesterday, the first half, even though we had the major percentage of possession, we just couldn't break them down. They were, their defence, okay, they were just giving it all, yeah? They were chucking themselves all over the place, and you could see the effort, okay, how hard, okay, they were trying. And to be totally honest, normally, I've always, all season, okay, for the past 3 seasons, I've always said, we've scored 2 goals or more in the first half. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy yesterday. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy in the cup final. I knew that them lot down the road had to give it their all. This was their last chance, yeah, okay, this season, to put in a performance. And I tell you what, they put the ball in the back of the net, but it went to VAR, and it was a clear push on the keeper. So the referee's call, okay, and VAR's call was 100% correct. Now, I've heard some of the supporters from them lot down the road saying that it was a goal, okay, it wasn't a push, and, that we had the ref on our side and all that. No, that wasn't the case. I mean, if you're going to be objective, you're going to turn around and you are going to say, look, you could see it was a push, yeah? Where I thought them lot down the road were unlucky, okay, they could have had a free kick when their player, it was a clear foul on their player, just outside the area. It wasn't given, okay, so they can feel hard done by that, yeah? But even that, they would have got a free kick, but a free kick doesn't mean they would have scored, But the free kick should have been given to them, so I can understand their complaints there, yeah? And I think every Celtic fan who saw that, okay, and saw the replay as well, would admit that a foul should have been given, yeah? If we want to be objective. So anyway, the first half, yeah, excuse me, they defended really well. We just couldn't break them down. Yeah? And the second half, let's be honest, okay, right? I think they had got a hold of the game. And to be totally honest, I was a little bit concerned, okay, because that was not the Celtic that we used to. Now listen, I'm the first one that has criticised Brendan this season, yeah, or one of the first ones, okay? But I have criticised Brendan this season. I've criticised the fact that our team has not been consistent, okay? Sometimes we play outstanding football, sometimes our football is very, very poor. You know, and again, I'm not going to criticise them on their performance, okay, against them lot. And the reason for that is two reasons. Number one, we took it over the line. We won. Great goal by Ide, yeah. The first, I'd say, mistake that Butland made, yeah, because he just, instead of catching the ball, I think he could have caught it, he just parried it out and it just comes straight to Ida, who reacted faster, bam, in the back of the net, yeah? Now, that said, okay, right, you know, we have to admit that they had opportunities as well, but some of their attempts on goal was really, really poor. They were definitely not clinical. But they had some standout performances on their team, yeah? Diomande, Matondo. I thought they could walk off with their heads held up high. I also feel, though, that the players and the supporters of them lot down the road are going to be really, really, really disappointed, okay? And I believe they feel they should have got something out of that game. And to be totally honest, okay, their performance, maybe they should have got something out of that game, yeah? I mean, I would not have said anything if they'd got something out of that game, you know, even if it was a draw. I think that, you know, their performance did merit that. Look, don't get me wrong, yeah? I'm fucking glad we won, yeah? I'm really, really glad we won. I'm just trying to be objective. And I'm thinking to myself, what if that happened to us? What if that happened to Celtic, yeah? Where we really were playing and we were really, really, you know, especially in the second half, yeah? We've got hold of the game and, you know, we're the ones on top and then we get hit with a goal. We'd be really, really disappointed and really, really downhearted. So I understand them. I understand the pain that they're feeling now because they must be feeling some pain. The only thing I will say is at least they can walk up for once this season, okay, with their heads held up high, okay, because they did give a good performance, okay, you've got to say. Now, I don't believe we gave a good performance. That wasn't the Celtic that we know. But what I did see was a lot of our players, they seemed really tired. They had heavy legs, yeah? We just didn't have that flow that we're used to, okay, and that we expect. But then again, and I've said this before, you know, we can expect it, but they're not going to bring it out every week, week in, week out. Although you would have expected us to bring out an FA Cup final. We didn't. They seemed to want it more, but we just kept at it. We never ever lost belief, okay? We just kept at it. Our defending was good as well, okay? Some of their attempts was really, really poor. And at the end of the day, we got the double. That's all I got to say, all right? We did what we had to do, okay? It wasn't the treble which I predicted and I was hoping for this season, and I think a lot of us were hoping for. But I'm happy with a double. I'm happy with a double. Now the season's finished, yeah? So, you know, the Euros are coming up in June. You know, will I do videos on the Euros? Maybe on Scotland. I don't know yet. Let's see what happens. What I will say is that we really, really now need to look at what's going to happen in the transfer window. This transfer window for us is going to be very, very important. I want to see the type of players Rodgers brings in. I want to see whether or not we can keep hold of our important players, yeah? And I'm talking about players like Matt O'Reilly, Ria Hatate, because we're in the Champions League next season. And I want us, okay, to give a good showing in the Champions League. I want us to improve, okay, on our past results. I believe we can. It's about football. It's about the type of football we play. We need to believe. The players need to believe. Brendan Rodgers needs to believe, okay? And Brendan doesn't really have a great history as far as I'm aware or I can remember in Europe, so I'm not too sure about him still, okay? I've been on the fence with Brendan all season, okay? Yes, he's brought in the double, so that gives me hope. I'm still not sure. Okay, Brendan is the man to take us to the next level. And I know a lot of the fans have been won over by him. There's a lot of fans that, you know, in the comment section, okay, are pro Brendan. I'm not against Brendan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against him, okay? I want him to do well. Because if he does well, Celtic does well. I'm just saying, I'm on the fence. Let's see what happens in the transfer window now. Let's see who he brings in. Let's see who we can keep and who we lose. And I don't know whether or not I'll do any videos on the transfers, because I've said this so many times. The transfers is all about rumours and speculation, especially, you know, to begin with. I just hope that Brendan does what Ange Postecoglou used to do, and that is get the transfers done in early. Yeah, boom, get them in early. Let's not go back to last minute panic buys. That is what I don't want to see. Anyway, listen, that's it from me. Double done. On to next season, on to the Champions League. Me, Shah, I'm out.